Hi, it's Kathy from Calm My Mind. So what we've got today is, it's a practice for beginners, but it's a practice for beginners who've got some experience, a little bit more flowing practice. We're going to focus on strength. We're going to think about our core strength and upper body strength a little bit, but we're also going to think about finding a balance between a strength and an easefulness, a balance of effort and ease. So we're going to start kneeling up in the middle of our mat. And then we're going to take ourselves into child's pose. So we're going to take our legs apart. And when you're ready, slowly bring yourself down to the mat. Let your head rest. Just take a couple of breaths. And then we're just going to start by finding a little bit of ease. We're going to let the floor support us. Just start to feel ease in your body. Find a place where we can feel your breath, maybe in the back of your ribs. And just let your breath flow in and out easefully. Couple more breaths. And then at the end of your next out breath, bring yourself up to sitting. Bring your knees together again, and we're just going to take a moment because we've just stopped, found a little bit of ease. So we're just going to take a moment just to experience that ease before we start to practice. So rest one hand on top of the other. Just sit quietly, maybe you want to close your eyes again. And notice your effort, notice how you're sitting upright. But notice the ease you've created as well. And then open your eyes, and we're going to do some lovely deep breaths. So breathe in, bring your shoulders up. And then breathe out, let it go. And again, breathe in and out. Breathe in and let it all go on the out breath. Okay, we're just going to do a little bit of work through next. So right ear over to your right shoulder. Roll all the way around the front to your left ear, towards your left shoulder. All the way back again. Right ear to right shoulder, and then roll back once more. Left ear to left shoulder, and bring yourself up. Just put your hands behind you, it doesn't matter where, just wherever they're comfortable. And then we're going to lengthen all the way up your body, open across your chest. Maybe look up just a little bit. It's really easy in this position just to kind of not breathe very well, so just focus on your breath. And then let that go, and we'll do a little twist. So left hand just to the outside of your right knee, twist to the right. Again, another lovely opportunity just to connect with your breath for a moment. And then swing all the way around and just twist the other way. Okay, bring yourself back and come up onto all fours. So we're just going to get ourselves all nice and aligned, and we're going to do some cat-cows. So in your own time, dip your belly, open your chest, tailbone up, and then curling around your back. So carry on in your own time, whatever works for you, matching your breath to your cat-cow. Just a few rounds. You can keep it up and down, or you can put a bit of sideways movement in if you wish. Just loosening everything up, getting everything ready to start Okay, we're going to add a bit of effort now. So we're going to spread your fingers, grip onto the mat, tops of your feet are on the floor, wide across the shoulders, core engaged, and then just lift your knees. Lift strongly away from the floor, keep your core engaged, keep breathing. And this is where the effort comes in. Feel the tremble. And then lower your knees and just sit back for a moment. And then just give your wrists a little circle, one wrist then the other. Give them a little shake. And then bring yourself back up and we're going to go up into downward dog. Tuck your toes under, up into your downward dog and then pedal it out. Bend your left knee, then your right knee. Get a little bit of movement in your hips maybe. And then come to stillness. Really lengthen your arms and your upper body, hips high in the air. And find a bit of stillness in your downward dog. So your knees can be bent or straight. You can start to take your heels towards the ground just easefully. Couple of breaths here. And then we're going to start to step away up to a hand. So slowly step your feet all the way up to your hands, keeping your knees bent. And then just let your arms hang loose. And then from the base of your spine, vertebra by vertebra, just come up to standing. Little roll of the shoulders. Nice connection with your feet and the earth. And then we're going to take a lovely deep breath in. So breathe in, raise your arms. Hands together at the top. And then come down to prayer on the out breath. Okay, lovely. So we're going to bend your knees and we're going to go all the way down again and we're going to trace your hands down the front of your legs. So trace your hands all the way down, keep your knees bent. And then when you get to just above your ankles, take your hands round to the back and then pull your body in towards your legs. Let your head hang. You can stay like that or you can grab opposite elbows. And now we're actually letting gravity do the work. We're letting gravity lengthen all the way down your spine. You can rock a little bit side to side if you wish. And then give loose with your hands. Let them just hang loose and slowly roll up. Oh, lovely. Okay, so we're going to go down now, do a couple of sun salutations. So on the in-breath, bring your arms up. On the out-breath, bend your knees and take your hands all the way down. Breathe in, trace your hands up, come to a flat back. Breathe out, bend your knees all the way down again. Step back to downward facing dog. And then on the in-breath, come forward to plank. Lower your knees, untuck your toes and bring yourself down to your belly. Hands by your shoulders, breathe in and come up into a cobra. All the way back down again. And then hands a bit further back, tuck your toes. Come back as if you're going to sit on your heels, but when you're nearly there, lift back up into your downward dog. Slowly step your feet forward till your feet are in line with your hands. And then on an in-breath, trace up to a flat back, lovely long body. Breathe out, bend your knees, go down. And then a big in-breath brings you all the way up and hands in prayer. Okay, we'll do that again. So, breathe in, arms up, out, take your way down. In, halfway lift, out, back down again. Step back to downward dog. Bring yourself forward to plank on an in-breath, knees down, all the way down to the ground. Elbows tucked in, and then lift into your cobra, all the way back down again. Back up into your downward dog. Step your way forward, keep your knees bent, and then we're going to come to flat back on an in-breath, back down on our out-breath, all the way up. Breathe in, hands together at your heart. Okay, so carrying on from there, we're going to breathe in, we're going to take our arms up again. Breathe out, take ourselves all the way back down. And this time we're going to step back to a plank. So you can put your knees down at any point or you can leave your knees up. So we're going to hold a plank, this is an effort again. Fingers spread, heels away, core engaged. Open across your shoulders at the back. Hold your plank, keep breathing. Bring your knees down when you're ready. And then we'll all bring your knees down. Bring yourself back, sit on your heels, and we're going to do some lunges. So if you come up onto your knees, bring your right leg forward. And bring your hands to the floor, and we're going to ease forward in a lunge. So a bit of stillness, or you can just rock from side to side a little bit, get a little bit of movement going on. Keep a nice length in your back, keep a nice length in your neck. And then we'll do a twist. So left hand down, right arm up, and a twist. Bring your right hand back down to the outside of your foot again. We're going to come up into a runner's lunge. So tuck your toes under on your left foot, come up into your runner's lunge. And then I want you to feel the strength of your body. So you're using the ground to lift you, and maybe you can come up onto your fingertips. Maybe that's not for today, but if you can, fingertips, or maybe even lift a bit further. And then bring yourself back down again, and bring both knees back together. So what we're going to do now, we're going to get our left knee, and we're going to draw some big circles. So we're opening up a hip. Breathing in as we come up and out as we go down. In and out and in and out. And then we're going to take the right leg out behind us, nice and even across the back of the hips. We're going to stretch your heel away, press away from the floor, and then we're going to bend your knee and bring the nose to a knee. Stretch back out again, take your left arm out. And now bring your left elbow to your right knee. Okay, you're going to take your right leg out to the side now. So your toes are facing forward and you're on your left knee, and bring yourself up. So first we're going to trace a right hand down your right leg, lift your left arm up and take it over. And then bring yourself all the way back up to the middle. We're going to take your left hand down, raise the right arm in the air, take it over ear, and maybe lift the right leg. Keep your heel pressing away, keep your toes pointing forwards. And then bring yourself back down, back to the front again, and go back up into your down dog. Breathe in your down dog, have a little rest here for a moment. And then we're going to go forward into a plank or a half plank. Hold it again, heels away, core engaged, front belly pulling into back belly. And then lower your knees, untuck your toes and sit back on your heels. So we're going to do all that on the other side now. So if you come up into your lunge, you take your left leg forward, your left foot forward, hands to the floor at first, and then just ease yourself forward into your lunge. Stay in stillness or maybe move a little bit, taking your time with it. And then twist, so right hand down, left arm up into the air, looking up towards the ceiling. Back down again, left hand on the outside of your foot, and come up into your runner's lunge. So we're in a runner's lunge, we're pressing a heel away, we're lifting from the floor, we're really feeling that lift. Maybe, maybe not, but maybe we can come up onto the tips of the fingers. Maybe we can actually lift our hands a little bit as well. And then bring yourself back down. Bring the knees together, and we're going to do a hip circles on the left hand side. So if you take your left leg round, opening up your hip, breathing in on the way up and out on the way down. And then take your left leg back, stretch your heel away, nice flat back, and push yourself away from the floor. And then bend your left knee, bring it towards your nose. Stretch it out again. This time take your right arm out, stretch away to your fingers, and then bend your right arm and your left leg, and bring your elbow to your knee. Okay, we're going to take a leg out to the side now. So our toes are pointing forwards and bring ourselves up. So we'll start off. I must apologise, by the way, I have hay fever today, you'll have to excuse me. So we're going to take your left hand down the left leg, side stretch, right arm up into the air, and then over it here. Bring yourself back. I'll just adjust myself so I've got room. And then we're going to go to the other side. So we're going to take a right hand to the floor. The left arm comes up, over our ear again, and maybe we lift our left leg. Bring it back down and bring yourself all the way back to the front. Just take a little resting child's pose. So maybe you can open your legs slightly wider than last time and then bring your head down to the floor. Couple more breaths. And then slowly peel yourself back up off the floor. Bring your knees together and we're going to come back into downward dog. So if you bring yourself back into your downward dog, and this time, this is optional, but if you want to do a leg lift, we're going to add a little leg lift. So if you bring your left foot into the middle, your right leg can go up just a little bit, or you can lift it high. And then bring your knee to your nose, come forward to plank and plant your foot. You may want to just put your hand behind your calf and help yourself a little bit. And then we're going to do another twist. So left hand down, in a runner's lunge this time, do a twist. Okay, bring your right hand back down again outside your right foot. Turn your left foot so it's in warrior one position. Just make sure you've got a nice gap between your two legs. And then get your arms ready. Bring yourself up into your warrior one, arms up. Lengthen your body. Ground through your legs. Breathe. And then bring your hands to your hips. So this foot now, we're going to turn it so it's in a high lunge. So we're going to turn it so that our toes are facing the front and our heels facing the back. And then we're going to bend that left knee a little bit, which is actually quite good for helping us to get our body nice and straight and tall. We're just going to have a little mini bounce and then we're going to come up into a balance. So we're going to come up, we're going to bring your left foot up into a one-legged Tadasana, arms up in the air, and then if you've got your balance, get a hold of the top of your left foot and bring your heel into your bottom. Stretch your right arm up, hold your balance. Lovely, then let it go. Have a little wiggle, wiggle everything out from side to side, and we'll go back down again. So if you bend your knees, bring yourself all the way back down, plant your hands on the floor, and step back to your downward dog. Just hold still in your downward dog for a moment, or if you prefer, just pedal out. And then we're going to bring a right foot into the middle. We're going to lift a left leg just a bit or a lot. And then we're going to bend your left knee, come forward into plank, bring it towards the nose, and then plant it down with a little bit of help from a hand if we need it. We're going to do a twist, so right hand down, left arm up. And then bring your hand back down, and this time put your right leg into your warrior one position. Get your arms ready to swoop up and then swoop up into your warrior one. Hold your warrior one, feel that strength in your body. Feel that groundedness, feel that lift from the ground. Feel that lightness in your upper body. And then hands to your hips. Turn your back toes so they're facing the front. Bend your right knee just a little bit, ready to come up into your balance. So, when you're ready, lift yourself up. Ooh, a little wobble there. Into your one-legged Tadasana. Arms up. And then, hold on to the top of your right foot, pull it into your heel, and lengthen through your left arm. And then bring yourself back down again. Take a moment, have a little breathe. I can hear the geese. And then bring yourself to face the front of your mat. So we're going to go into Goddess, so legs quite wide, toes pointing out a little bit, and then you're just going to bring yourself down. Don't worry about your Goddess being too deep at this point in time. Hands together in prayer. We're going to do 3 breaths where we straighten the legs. So breathe in, and then as you breathe out, bring your hands up, join them together, and come back down again. One more time. Breathe in, and out as we come back down. One last time. Breathe in. Breathe out, bring yourself down, and then keep your knees bent and bring your hands down to the floor. So just adjust your legs. You probably want to take them a bit wider because you're going to do some side lunges. So you probably want your toes facing the front, but just see how it works out when you start lunging. So if you bend your right knee, so my foot's going out now as I bend your right knee, and we're lengthening out the inside of your left leg. Take yourself over to the other side, bend your left knee, straighten out your right leg, back over to each side, and again back over to your left leg, and then bring yourself back over to your right leg and adjust your feet into Warrior Two position. So left foot in, right foot toes facing the edge of the mat. So bring your body round so you're over your feet, and then we're going to come up into a Warrior Two. Make any adjustments you need. Hold your Warrior Two. Find that upward surge of energy again. And then we're going to do a peaceful warrior. Come back. Rest your hand on your leg, your arm on your leg, sorry. Side angle. And bring yourself back up to Warrior Two again. And then take both feet to face the front. We're going to come into a wide-legged standing forward fold. So you might want your toes tucked in a little bit, you might prefer them just straight. You can bend your knees when we do this, if you can't keep your legs straight, or if it doesn't feel good today to keep your legs straight. So, hands on the little crease in your hips, feel that lift through your legs. And we're going to keep long in the body here. We're slowly going to start to fold over, keeping the length in the body. And then when we're ready, we're going to take your hands down to the ground. Keep your knees bent if you'd rather have your knees bent. Okay, we're going to go back into our lunges. So lunge to the left this time first, and then come over to the right. And maybe you can lunge and keep your hands together in prayer. Couple more lunges to each side, hands on the floor or in prayer. And then back over to your left foot, turn your toes in on your right foot, get into your Warrior Two position, and then bring yourself up into Warrior Two. So just do any adjusting you need. Hold your Warrior Two, feel your strength and your lift. And then we'll do a peaceful warrior. So hands down your right leg, back into your peaceful warrior. Side angle, so back up, rest your hand on your leg and your other arm over. Bring yourself back into your warrior two. Turn your feet to face the front, and we're going to go back into a wide-legged standing forward fold. So just put your hands on your hips a minute. This posture is like, it really epitomises holding on and letting go. So we've got to have that strength, we've got to have that lift, but we have to let go in the top half of the body as well. But the letting go isn't just a flop. The letting go still has a bit of energy to it, it still has a bit of control to it. So let's see if we can feel that as we go over, and it's absolutely fine to bend your knees. So get yourself ready, hands on your hip crease, keep long in your front body, lengthen, 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 lengthen. Keep that strength and that lift in your legs. And then take your hands down. So you're letting gravity help you, but you're not just collapsing. So take your head down, let your head go down towards the ground. Feel that strength, that lift in your legs. Feel that allowing, that lengthening, that allowing gravity to work, but not just flopping in the top half of your body. Hold it, maybe take your hands further back. One more breath in and out. And then take your hands a bit further out and just heel toe together. And then come down onto your knees. And then we're going to sit on the bottom with your legs facing this way. So feet, knees bent, feet on the floor, hands behind you. Take your right leg, just cross your legs basically. Take your right leg over your left knee. And then we're going to take both legs down to the right. And you can use the crossing of your legs to actually help bring your left leg down. Bring yourself back up again. Change the cross of your legs, so left leg over right, and take both knees down to the left. Bring yourself back again. We're going to finish with a little bridge, and then we're going to do our Tadasana. So if you bring yourself to lying on your mat, just spend a moment just getting connected and grounded, and then bring your feet in, so they're kind of like about a hand's length away from your bottom, or just maybe a little bit more, about hip width apart. And then you're going to really connect with the ground with your feet. You're going to put the palms of your hand down and really connect with the palms of your hand and your forearms. And then you're going to start to peel yourself up. Peel up. Maybe you want to roll your shoulders under, chin towards your chest. Sorry, chest towards your chin. And if you want, you can actually clasp your hands underneath. Make sure your knees aren't splaying out. You can always come out of this if it's too much. If you're enjoying the stretch, we'll just stay in for a couple more breaths. One last breath in and out. And then take your hands away, slowly, slowly. Lower yourself all the way back down. And then take your legs out, take your legs straight. Let your feet fall out to the side, palms up, and just get ready for your Shavasana. So we're just going to let everything be supported now. You've worked hard, you've done all the effort. Now it's time for the ease. So let your breath be easeful. Let your body feel heavy. Just let your body sink into your mat. And just enjoy this time in your Shavasana. then when you're ready, just starting to take a couple of slightly deeper breaths. Bringing a bit of movement back into your body, just moving your wrists and your fingers. A bit of movement in your toes, and your feet and your ankles. And then having a lovely big whole body stretch. And then rolling over onto your side, just taking a moment there. And then in your own time, slowly bringing yourself up to sitting, crossing your legs, hands to your heart, and just be still for a minute. You can reclose your eyes if you wish, just for a moment. And then when you're ready, open your eyes, bring your hand up to your forehead. Thank you for joining me. Namaste. Thanks for joining me, everybody, and hope to see you again soon in another video. Thank you. Bye.